So the video industry as a whole is on the decline. Everybody's feeling the effects of it, but not enough people are talking about it. Let's jump straight into this. Hey guys, welcome back to a new video on the channel. My name's Jack.F. I'm an international videographer, photographer and video editor, and I produce weekly content helping you take your video editing and videography to the next level. So if that is something you are interested in, stay tuned and subscribe to the channel. Now, as you can see from the title and thumbnail from the intro, the video industry in the UK especially, it's suffering. It really is suffering. And like I said, everybody's feeling the effects of it, but nobody's talking about it for whatever reason. But I just want to talk about it and what I'm doing. And I'm coming at this from the perspective of a freelancer. Somebody's been in the game for 6 years now. I'm not brand new. I've been in the game for quite a while now. Shot weddings, corporate music, festivals, restaurants, so everything. I've had a hand in different pies. So yeah, let's talk about it. The video industry, it's struggling. It really is. And I boiled it down to three main things, and those three main things are the iPhone guy. Everybody loves the iPhone guy. AI, that's a surprise to nobody. And the last one is I'm coining the Netflix effect. Now I'm going to talk about that, what I mean about that. So let's start with the iPhone guy, everybody's favourite character in the industry. So when I say the iPhone guy, I'm talking about mainly young social media managers that pick up an iPhone and basically do our job 10 times better, because people, established videographers that have been in the game for a long time might not want to accept it, but iPhone clips perform better than traditional camera clips in terms of average performance engagement on social media, especially short form. Longer form, it's a different ball game, but when it comes to short form, iPhone clips do 10 times better than the standard camera clip. I believe that part of that is because it feels more raw. Like here, I've set up, I'm in my apartment, really nice view. Set up my camera, you can tell it's shot on a professional camera because of the quality, but the iPhone, it's got something about it that feels like it's shot on an iPhone, and that really resonates with people, especially short form content. And yeah, so going off topic a little bit, so the content guy, the clips are doing better, and companies, brands, individuals are catching on to this, and they're not pouring thousands and thousands into their marketing budget for traditional commercials. They're going to UGC creators that whip out the phone, hey guys, do spend 2 hours, maybe an hour on a video shooting, editing, etc. Sometimes they don't even have to edit. Sometimes they just shoot it, send it off to the company, and they edit it. And that performs way better than the traditional videographer coming to your studio, coming to the establishment, venue, whatever it is, and shooting a video, because yeah, it just doesn't perform well. And all of these people are getting all the work, and most of the time, the brand new, there's no barrier to entry anymore. You can just pick up your phone, market yourself as a videographer or a content creator, UGC creator, and get money, because brands are looking for that kind of content now. So which means there's less work for the traditional videographer. People are moving in-house productions, and freelancers and contractors are like buying the dust. And most of the time with these content guys is they do undercharge. So why would a company go to an established videographer that might cost £800 when they can go to a UGC creator or videographer and pay them 200, 250, 300, maybe even £400 for the same video? But the quality isn't there, obviously, but the results are way better. They get more customers and stuff. They get way better reach and engagement on Instagram. It's a no-brainer. So that's reason number one why I think the videography industry is struggling, or the video industry as a whole is on the decline. And the second one is AI. Now AI, it isn't there. It isn't there yet. The stuff I'm making with AI now compared to what I was making 6 months ago is way better. Like the strides AI is making is amazing, but it still isn't there. I think it needs another 6 to 12 months for it to get, properly get there. But it is making a lot of good content. I mean, you see the memes online, Skibbity Riz, and I think there's one like Tung Chung or something like this, Bombadillo Crocodile or something like that. just these absolutely like brain rot AI videos that people are generating, but it's doing really well. I mean, they're getting hundreds of millions of views, because that is what people enjoy. They enjoy, stupid stuff online that AI creates. But again, AI is, it's slowly creeping into the industry. But like I said, I don't believe it's fully there yet. It's all right for creating brain rot TikTok memes and just memes in general. But in terms of creating professional quality work, it ain't there yet. I mean, sure, you can, ask ChatGPT to generate, some sort of blonde girl in front of the pyramids smiling with your brand products in her hand smiling. Sure, but she might have a third eye or something. But like I said, it's still not there yet, but it is slowly creeping in. And the big one for me at the moment is the Netflix effect. So what I mean by that is, take you back about 5 years. So 5 years, 2019, early 2020, COVID hasn't taken effect yet. And Netflix is still pumping out short films and films in general. But then lockdown hits, and what happens? Everybody goes online, everybody stays indoors, and people start watching an ungodly amount of shows. But demand is rising and supply isn't. So what does Netflix do in big production houses? They take on a bunch more people to meet this demand. People are upskilling, people are getting into the industry, and people are just enjoying. There's a big boom basically. And 5 years on, people are returning back to normality. People are cancelling the Netflix subscriptions because they don't need it anymore. They're still, returning to work. They've they had all this time on their hands, and suddenly they don't have it anymore. So, they're cancelling the Netflix subscription, and that is a big issue because demand's coming down, and what happens? Supply comes down as well, because if you're not making a good amount of money, but you're employing a lot of people, why would you keep those people on? You're just going to make them redundant. You're going to lay them off. So you've got hundreds and thousands of people in the video industry being laid off, getting made redundant, because there's just no need for them to be in these big production houses, the film industry, cinematographers, DOPs, whatever you want to call them. And there's not enough work to go around. So in one hand, they've got two different paths. They can either try go freelancing, or they could try get an in-house job as a content creator, videographer, video editor. But they can't get back into the film industry because the film industry's always been notoriously hard to get into. But you just can't get in. You've got to grind and graft at it to get in there. So they have to kind of downskill from a cinematographer to like a videographer, more generic videos. And there's all of these thousands and thousands of people being laid off. And there's just not enough work to go around. Not only, all these people being made redundant, but they're also fighting the two previous points that I made. They're fighting AI, and they're also fighting the iPhone guy. So basically, there's a bunch of people, a massive sea of creators, fighting over scraps. Because all of these companies are going to, UGC creators, but some of them still want, professional. Maybe a restaurant wants a professional video, or a social media in-house. It's looking for someone in-house, an in-house videographer, and you've got hundreds of people applying for one single job. I've got a mate down in London who runs a video production agency, and he was looking to take on an in-house videographer full time. And within 48 hours, he had over 100 applications. That is how crazy that is. They had over 100 applications within 48 hours for one single job. That is how crazy this is. And with all that taken into account, I do believe that the video industry is changing. It really is changing. And the way I'm surviving this at the moment is I'm currently stepping into the UGC space. I've been running my YouTube channel for about 5 years now. I am very confident and good in front of the camera, and I'm starting to utilize that skill a lot more to get into the UGC space, because I do have an advantage of other UGC creators in that I've been a professional videographer for 6 years. I've shot for big brands, celebrities, travelled around the world. I'm in Lisbon at the moment shooting a wedding. So I've got that marketing, I've got that edge over some sort of random chump UGC creator. So that's how I'm surviving it. And I just wanted to make this video because everybody's feeling the effects of it. No, you know, you can say, oh, but it won't last. It is lasting. It is going to crush a lot of freelancers and just content creators in the video industry as a whole. So you you can leave a comment down below. Let's get a discussion going. What do you think? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you agree with me on certain things, disagree on the others? But do let me know what you think is going to happen and how you're surviving this, because I'm surviving this by taking the business online, basically going with the flow. Don't try and fight against the current. It's just a waste of time, waste of energy. So again, let me know what you guys think. It's an interesting and tough time to be a content creator, videographer. So yeah, do let me know what you guys think. I've also got a vlog coming out. Like I said, I'm currently in Lisbon shooting a wedding. I've just shot it. I've got a vlog coming out. Vlog the entire thing. It's going to be a good vlog, so it's coming out next week. So do keep an eye out for that. And yeah, if you have any questions, if you want me to do a video on a certain subjects of the video industry or anything in general, comment down below. Send me a message at Jack.F on Instagram. And yeah, do get this good discussion going, because I'm interested to see what you guys think.